Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Time to go over the Japanese collector's market releases for the past, well, we'll say like 3 weeks. We'll do it monthly from now on, but our first episode of this was only about 3 weeks ago. So believe it or not, this is only 3 weeks worth of releases. And it was a little sparse up until about the past 5 or 6 days. And now there's been a bunch of things come out that are really cool. I'm just going to be scratching the surface here. If you're new to this, area of collector's market, bootleg market, they come from Japan, and I'm just going to give you what are like things that I would consider buying, or they might not be something I want to buy, but they're from a band that I love. I think you guys love too, so you may be interested even if I'm not. So, like I said, this is about 20 titles that I think are like the cream of the crop. I'll start out by just showing you a couple titles I got this past month. And then at the end, I'll give you the 3 new release picks that I'm going after. So Bill's picks, if you want to call them that. But happy Friday to everyone, February 10th. I know this one's getting up there late at night, but hey, it's getting done. I'm sticking to this new schedule somehow. Cheers. Whiskey sour kind of night. All right, guys. Let me show you what I got. So this one I already showed you before. Oh, like and subscribe if you're into what's going on. Classic rock and metal. What do you think? I showed you this one before. I got this a month or two ago. A couple months ago, I guess, now I think about it. Thin Lizzy. This came out maybe 3-4 months ago. The Jailbreak US Tour 1976. It's got the classic Chicago Riviera show that you see everywhere. Gray Market, Amazon, and all that stuff. But this is what part of why I bought it, actually, because I already had the Chicago show on another disc. Detroit, also 76 show. Which one came first? May 14th for Detroit, so about 3 weeks after the Chicago show. Chicago show has a couple more songs, but just cool to have a different show. Neither of these were on the Live and Dangerous box set. This is really good, man. Solid, good sound on both of them. Heavy sound, he's got like almost the Motorhead sound and bass going on, especially on Chicago, but you're sure you've heard that one. So Detroit, pretty similar sound. Both shows are great. Can't get enough of live Thin Lizzy soundboards ×2. Awesome. Just thought I've showed you that before. I finally got around to listening to it a couple times. Greatness. All right, so here's what else I picked up in the last week. I'm in like a Van Halen phase. They have a lot of soundboards from the first 2 tours. So I got something, I think Ipswich 78 a month or so ago. So I just went after Osaka 1979, second night. I guess they played multiple nights, obviously. This is a double CD, Zodiac label. Great show. Again, I'm kind of questioning that stereo soundboard. I think it is. It doesn't sound like it completely to me. It might just be one of those microphones plopped on the stage kind of deal. And this is Gray Market too. I've seen this on Amazon. It's going for $20 there, so spend 30 and get the way nicer packaging and all that good stuff. Numbered sticker. This is from my dude, my contact that puts the sticker right on the case. Really, it's probably better that way as long as you don't, break the case, which I've done once or twice. And there's how your discs look. This is cool. This should be a review at some point, I think. Nice packaging on that one. Zodiac, always, good stuff. And I'm not doing like I'm kind of light on the pickups from Japan lately. I have to admit, things really aren't grabbing me. The way that they were for months and months in a row last year. Hopefully, that's starting to correct itself now. Def Leppard, Seattle. This was I'm not sure if it was King Biscuit, one of those broadcasts. Sounds good to me. Nice, good concert, 2 CDs, Pyromania tour. Easily, you can hear all this stuff on YouTube for free, guys. Of course, you already knew that. You get bonus material is Pyromania, the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, gold CD transfer. Honestly, that doesn't sound any different than the regular CD to me. I don't have out of this world equipment. So bonus tracks don't mean anything on this one, but the main concert's pretty damn good. I don't think I had any Leopard bootleg stuff. Of course, they took care of us with the earlier box set. That's killer. There were my only pickups for the last month. Like I said, things are a little slow. I'm a little slow on the draw. With shipping being 20 or 25 bucks flat rate from Japan, I try to wait till I'm ordering at least 100 hours worth of stuff. Made an exception for these two. Did the $10 shipping. By the way, guys, if you do the $10 shipping that says it's going to be 3 to 4 weeks, it only took me a week to get it. The packaging is not going to be in that FedEx hard box. It's going to be in like your bubble wrap. But it got here totally safe, as you can see, and in a week, not in a month, like it suggested it might take. So do your homework with that. Flat rate shipping for the FedEx will come in 3 to 5 days. If you do priority for the extra $5, it's not really worth it. It gets you here one day faster. So anyway, I usually just wait till I have a bunch of CDs to order, but I made an exception for this. And then a couple in December, I ordered a couple Kiss titles, just 2 titles then too. $10 shipping, 6 days it was here. Anyway, all right, so let's get to the list. New releases. Manassas, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Stephen Stills and the band Manassas. They only did 2 albums together, 72 and 73. I only have the first one. It's a double album though on 1 disc. It's great, awesome musicianship here, man. Got Dallas Taylor from CSNY, drummer, or from Deja Vu album. Joe Lala is a percussionist that played on like dozens of releases in the 70s. Al Perkins, he was a pedal steel player for Flying Burrito Brothers. Of course, Stephen Stills. Chris Hillman from the Byrds. Fuzzy Samuels, bass player with CSNY America. Just a super group here, basically. And man, it's just such a great mix of stuff. Nothing like CSNY. Sort of like some Still solo, but you know, just a fusion of all different kinds of music. Anyway, they have a bootleg coming out, or that came out, called From Pirates World. It was actually like some sort of a theme park in Florida. 1972 they played there. It is a soundboard, but the sound quality I heard on YouTube from older recordings, not great. I don't know how they could have cleaned it up. So I was sort of excited about this one, but I'll probably let it go. And it's a CDR anyway. Vintage Masters is the label for that. By the way, if you want to order any of this stuff or look for it, just Google the title I'm going to show you and give you. And if you want to attach the label, which I'm going to start mentioning, attach that on there too, and that'll get you to your sources a little bit quicker. There's 2 Japanese sites. I've only used the one so far. I have a cart full of stuff in the other one, but I haven't done the other one yet, so I can't vouch for them. But I'm sure they're fine. They've been around for 15 years at least. So there's 2 Japanese sites. I also have 2 contacts, guys that just act as middlemen. And they get some different stuff sometimes, so that's why I keep them in the fold. So just the Manassas for starters. Dio, there's 3 different releases for him. Unfortunately, all CDRs and DVD-Rs, but I thought not for me, but I'd mention it to you guys. Giants of Rock Festival, 1987, Finland. Craig Goldie on guitar. Audience Source also. 2 CDRs on the Shades label. Stockholm, 1984. Sweden, Audience Tape again. Again, it's a CDR, and again, it's the Shades label. If you're interested in some more Last in Line tour material. And finally, DVD. It's unfortunately, again, a DVD-R, but it's called Inferno in Sofia. 1998 show from Bulgaria. Pro Shot. And, this would be an interesting thing for me to see, because I really only followed Dio up until like 86 or 87. So, but I'm not going to make that purchase DVD-R. All right, Pink Floyd. Now this title caught my name when I saw it. And that's because I have it. I'm getting parched here, man. It's called Divided We Fall. So I guess it's a re-release. Live at Earl's Court, 1980. 2 DVD-Rs. August 9th, 1980. Of course, The Wall Show. Complete. Now this is just... this goes back about 10 years, maybe more, guys. Somebody was selling basically bootlegs of bootlegs, and he was selling, it was like 18 or 19 DVD-Rs for $100. So for $5 each, I couldn't go wrong. And 2 of them were this Divided We Fall. Kept them around. I had multiple versions of this show. This was the cleanest. So I'm sure it's even better looking now. I don't know have the price, but it's Uxbridge is the label. This is the cover I printed off online. You know, you can always do that, man. If you want to burn stuff off the internet, keep it on the shelf, just print the covers out. I don't know if the site's still around. It used to be called cccovers.com or something. They have covers to everything, bootlegs and all, regular covers too. Pro Shot, and this, if you buy the new version, comes with a replica program, non-label for that label. Now, as far as CDs, 2 different CDs have come out from Floyd. Definitive Chicago, 1972. Audience tape, you know, it's nothing but audience tapes out there for the main part of the 70s for Floyd. Somehow they kept that stuff tight. Double CD, Auditorium Theater in Chicago. Audience tape, like I said. Sigma's the label. Also Sigma, Definitive Chicago 1977, another audience, you know, recording, 2 CDs. This one from Soldier Field, Animals Tour, obviously. Band Chicago, you know I love them. There's a new release, Live in Munich 1977. It's from an FM broadcast. It's a single CDR. This is from February 18th of 77. So it's close to, but it's not the same as the Rock Palace DVD that you can get. I have that transferred from VHS from years ago. I haven't seen it in a long time. Probably looks like crap, but it looked okay back then. So, but this is a different show. This is not the Essen February 12th show. That was from for the Rock Palace. This is from February 18th. Like I said, Munich. Vintage Masters is the label. All right, Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. 3 different things from him. Munich 1984, a Pro Shot DVD-R, Uxbridge label. Live in Fort Worth, Texas, 1981. This is a double CDR, audience recording. Label for that one is Gypsy Eye Project. And now here's a premiere label, Empress Valley Supreme Disc. They do like Supreme packaging and real classy stuff as far as the quality, always silver press, no CDRs from them. They don't do jewel cases. They just do like slip cases as far as I know, which is kind of weird. They do this like all-out remastering job. They do all-out packaging job, nothing but silver press disc. But then a lot of their concerts are audience tapes, you know. So that just, you know, they're going to be quality, premium prices too, which I'd be willing to pay if they were doing like a lot of soundboards. And they do some soundboards, but they do a lot of audience stuff, which I'm not really into. But anyway, Empress Valley's has released live, Stevie Ray Vaughan Live, Austin City Limits, which I already have. So if you got some bucks to spend, there you go. It's going to be in a slipcase there, like I said, even though it's a DVD. U2, I like older U2. Rock Palace, 1981. The single DVR from the Uxbridge label, if you're into the older U2. I'm more like the war era kind of fan. And I have like Blood Red Sky, so I'll be passing up on that. Plus it's DVD-R. I don't go for that shit. All right, Thin Lizzy, I missed this one from a few months back. Live at Reading Rock in 1977. It's an audience tape, but you know, it's Thin Lizzy, so that's pretty awesome. Single CD, Zodiac label, silver CD. But it is audience. I'll probably skip that, especially just buying that box set with all those other shows. Aerosmith, the Rock Sessions. Now this has been released before. This is just 8 of the songs from Rocks without Steven Tyler. So the instrumental, you know, warm-ups or rehearsals leading up to these songs are pretty much done. So there are different versions though. If you're into that, that's a soundboard, obviously, studio. Zodiac label, once again, silver press CD. Black Sabbath has a couple of releases, and these are both silver press CDs, both on the Zodiac label. But they're both audience recordings, so I'll take a pass on that. I already have both of them, so I'm not going to upgrade just to get a better version of another audience tape. Definitive Fresno from 1976 and Definitive Fresno from 1978. A lot of great recordings came out of there. Unfortunately, all audience tapes. From around that era. Now, I'm not a big Who fan, but Singles Collection, 1964 to 1968, looks kind of cool. This is 2 silver press CDs. These are original mono single mixes. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, a lot of bands are putting these out on their own these days, so this is something that the bootleg market's capitalizing. If you don't do it, they will. The Who singles collection, non-label on that guy, soundboard obviously. Rainbow has a couple of cool releases if you're a Rainbow fan. Definitive Burbank, 1976. Audience recording, but double CD. This is on a Rising Arrow label. And then Stockholm, 1982, another audience recording. There was 2 different recorders at the show, so they give you the full versions of each recorder. So it's 4 CDs. This is on the Shades label. If you need 2 versions of the same exact show, if you're that big of a fan. Stockholm of 82, Rainbow. Queen. I'm not a huge Queen fan, but this one kind of caught my interest a little bit. Definitive Montreal, 1982. Hot Space Tour. You know, I'm a sucker for these like tours that fail and stuff, records that don't do good. And I was, really getting into music right when that album came out. So it was on the radio. But it's a soundboard 2 CD, Wardor label, Definitive Montreal. I probably won't get it, but if I ever run into it, might pick it up. The band, they were the opening band for CSNY at Wembley Stadium, 1974, along with Joni Mitchell. The band, but you can get just the band's performance on CD, on the Zion label, soundboard. You can also pick up on, depending on which Japanese site you go on, there's a bonus DVD-R for $4 extra of the show. DVD-R, like I said. I don't have as big a problem with DVD-Rs because they always play. The CD-Rs occasionally skip. I don't know if you guys had that problem or not. Simon & Garfunkel has a complete singles collection, 65 to 70, non-label, single CD, silver press CD. That's kind of interesting. What's interesting with that is, it's if you have a greatest hits and you want something that's sort of like a greatest hits, but not really, because you're going to get all the B-sides on there too. That's why this is a little interesting to me. I don't have any of their albums. I used to have a greatest hits and long gone. Kiss, another onslaught of Kiss material. I'm just going to give you a couple highlights. Dress to Kill Tour, Detroit. This is May of 75. DVD. However, it's only 6 songs, non-label, but it is a silver press DVD if you need to see that one. Then there's one they're calling Alive 2, which the packaging looks awesome. Packaging alone makes you want it. Largo, 12/22/77. Now this was actually one of the bonus discs from the original Kissology Volume 1. However, you're going to get 5 more songs on the new release. So if you're a Kiss head, I don't blame you. I know it's already released, but not really if it's not complete, right? So go for it. That one is also comes with a bonus track of Kiss Alive 2 promo reels. Pro Shot, silver press, non-label again. And also Philadelphia 1987, Pro Shot DVD, non-label. So finally to my 3 picks. And these are the 3 I'm going to be going after, at least 2 of these. Aerosmith, Alive Out There Tonight it's called. It's a Zodiac CD, soundboard, single CD. Santa Monica, California, April of 78. One of those Japanese sites has the option to buy the Philly 78 CDR bonus for an extra $4. That's pretty tempting. And then one of the other 2 picks I'm going to go after. Accept Live in Cleveland, 1984. This is a gray market thing that's been floating around. FM broadcast, single CD, silver press, Zodiac label. Yes, that's like at the top of my list. And also this one kind of looks interesting. Kinks, one called Old Demon Alcohol, Santa Monica, 1977. 2 CD soundboard, Vintage Masters label. I haven't snuck a peek at what this sounds like. You always got to, always go on YouTube and check this stuff out, guys. Don't take the killer artwork, just assume that the recording is going to match the artwork and be great. Always preview it on YouTube, wherever else. 99% of all this stuff is already on there. And that'll do it, man. That's it for this month's edition of What's Going On. The Japanese onslaught continues. Complete destruction to my credit card. Bank account not doing much better. Cheers to everyone. If you can, like and subscribe. Hang out with us. Whiskey. Bring whatever you want to drink. Open in that area. That'll do it for this time. Coming up on the 13th, Black Sabbath Day. We're going to take a look at a great bootleg called Bringer of Evil. This is the definitive edition, and this time they mean it. There's a 2 CD version out there. We've got the 3 CD version to talk about. Catch us later, guys. Have a good weekend.